What if I told you that one of Nigeria's most profitable agricultural ventures is waiting to be revived right here in Cross River State? Have you ever looked at the Cross River State and imagined the kind of investment opportunities hidden there? This is not just a tourist state with beautiful views, it's a land full of natural wealth and potential waiting to be tapped. Did you know that the Nigerian investment markets can make you richer than the US market? This year alone, the Nigerian market has returned about 30%. That is the stock market, and the US market has returned about 16%. Listen, I'm not trying to compare both countries on which is better, but I just want you to know the kind of money you can make from investments in Nigeria's market. And in this video, I'm going to show you how and where you can invest to make returns with as low as 100,000 naira. Whether you're a Nigerian living in the diaspora, it does not matter. People make good investments here in Nigeria and earn massively. Today I'm going to be giving in details. Make sure to stay and note number 3, because number 3 is literally blood money. I am Marvelous Mark, your short plug for up-to-date news that will help you as my audience. Before you can start, click that subscribe button sharp and leave a comment locking. Let's start with one of the biggest: agriculture. Cross River is blessed with fertile soil and good rainfall. From cocoa and cassava to rice and palm oil, almost anything you plant here can grow. Welcome to the Bekwara Groundnut Oil Processing Plant, a gold mine sitting idle, waiting for smart investors to bring it back to life. Bekwara is famous for its fertile soil and groundnut production. But for years, thousands of farmers have sold their produce raw, missing out on the real profit that comes from processing. The Bekwara Groundnut Oil Processing Plant, one of 38 abandoned projects from the previous administration, was designed to process tons of groundnuts into edible oil for groundnut cake or animal feed, and even export great products. Reviving this plant would not only create jobs for hundreds of youths, but also empower local farmers and generate millions of naira in revenue every month. With the rise in demand for vegetable oil in Nigeria and West Africa, the investment return potential is massive within 2 to 4 years. Imagine owning shares in a plant that turns local produce into profits while boosting community development with diaspora support, private partners, and state collaboration. Bekwara could once again become Nigeria's groundnut city. In Biase, for example, many communities are already deep into palm oil production, but imagine taking it a step further, investing in modern palm oil processing packaging, or even biodiesel productions. The state government recently attracted a $15 million oil palm investment in Akankpa, and they have also made over 20,000 hectares of land available for new agro projects. That means if you are looking to invest, agriculture is still wide open. Let's talk about tourism and hospitality. Cross River is a home to some of the most beautiful sites in Nigeria, like Obudu Mountain Resort, Far Falls, and of course, the Calabar Carnival. The government has approved billions of naira to revive this spot and attract investors. So if you're into hotels, eco-lodges, or even event tourism, this is the time to step up. Now, the Obudu Ranch used to be called the Switzerland of Africa, a place of beauty, peace, and tourism. But what happened to this paradise, and how can investors bring it back to life? Perched high in the mountains of the northern Cross River State, Obudu Ranch Resort once attracted tourists from across the world. It had cable cars, had mountain ledges, and also breathtaking views. But after years of neglect, this treasure needs new life. An investment in the Obudu Ranch Revitalization Project means rebranding the resort with modern hospitality facilities, luxury lodges, hiking trails, cultural festivals, and eco-tourism packages. Private investors can partner with the government or form corporate ventures with the diaspora community to restore Obudu as Nigeria's #1 mountain destination, with tourism rebounding across Africa. Obudu's climate/culture and scenery makes it a perfect hotspot for domestic and international visitors. Okay, so number 3, we have Ecom Cocoa Processing Factory. Did you know that Cross River produces some of the best cocoa in West Africa? And here's the twist. Most of it is extracted raw. Let's talk about turning beans into billions. Ecom and neighboring areas are rich in cocoa, one of Nigeria's top export commodities. The Ecom Cocoa Processing Factory, when revived, can process cocoa into chocolate, cocoa powder and butter for both local and international markets. Now, global cocoa demand is rising, especially in Europe and Asia. A local processing plant cuts off middlemen and adds value and increases profits from 300 to 500%. Can you imagine? Now, investors can take advantage of existing farmland, no labor costs, and government support for agro industries. Beyond profits, the factory will empower farmers, create jobs, and attract youth back to agriculture. If you love chocolate, this is your chance to invest in this source. Did you notice that these days, rice is becoming serious business? From Lagos to Kano to Abuja to Calabar, rice is now gold in Nigeria. But what most people don't know is that Cross River State is sitting on one of the biggest rice investment opportunities in the country right now. Cross River has something special. We have fertile land, good weather, and water everywhere. Almost 2 million hectares of farmland, and plenty of that land is still unused. That means if you want to invest in agriculture, this is one of the best places to start. Nigeria spends billions in importing rice every year. Billions. Then what if Cross River could become the rice capital of South-South? Yala local government is home to vast rice farmlands. The Yala rice mill, when completed, will process thousands and tons of paddy rice annually, creating food security and employment. Investment opportunities include the modern milling machine, packaging systems, branding for export, and distribution to major cities. The domestic demand for locally processed rice is massive, and with proper branding, Yala Gold Rice could compete nationwide. Now, Cross River has the land of all it needs. We just need investors with vision. Once you have a clean, well-packaged product, Nigerians will buy it. People are now supporting local rice more than that of ever before. But like every business, it's not all rosy. There are challenges. Cost of transportation, mechanization, and storage are still issues. Sometimes roads to rural farms are not the best, but the good thing is already working with cooperatives, credit schemes, and investors to improve things. If you plan well and maybe start small, say 20 to 50 acres, you can grow a lot of rice directly from home. Think about it. Nigeria still imports rice from outside the country, yet we have all it takes to produce enough locally, especially here in Cross River State. So whether you're a young entrepreneur or a diaspora investor, or even someone looking for where to put your money long term, rice farming and processing in Cross River State is a smart move. This is not just farming, this is wealth creation. You are feeding the nation, creating jobs for locals, and building something sustainable for yourself. And the best part is, you're doing it in one of the most naturally blessed states in Nigeria. So if you've been thinking about going into agriculture, maybe this year is your sign. Cross River State is open for business, and rice might be your ticket to the future of agribusiness in Nigeria. Claim your wealth. Number 5 now, we have the Cross River Garment Factory expansion. Now, from uniforms to designer wears, what if Cross River State became Nigeria's fashion production hub? Have you ever thought of it? The Cross River State Rivers Garment Factory in Calabar was one of Ayade's administration's flagship projects. It already produces clothing for schools, military, and corporate organizations, but its potential is much bigger. Private investors can partner to expand into fashion design, export of ready-made garments, and e-commerce. The global textile industry is over $1 trillion, and Cross River has both the talent and infrastructure to take a piece of it. Another booming area is real estate and infrastructure. Calabar is expanding and new developments are coming up around Summit Hills, the Marina Resort area, and the proposed deep seaport corridor. You can invest in housing, estates, short-let apartments for tourists, or even warehouse and logistics hubs that will support the growing agro industry. Then, there's renewable energy, a fast-rising opportunity. With many rural communities still off-grid, investors are now turning to solar minor grids and biomass energy projects. It is sustainable, it's profitable, and the state is encouraging private developers to come in. All these are backed up by an investor-friendly government, with the Cross River Investment Proportional Bureau helping to make land acquisition and permits easier. Now, they say let's stitch our way to prosperity. If you believe in creative industries and job creation, hit the like button, subscribe, and share this video. More investment stories are coming your way.